Hello, if you see the beginning of this video, you saw the close-up look at both books. One was shot before I submit the book, and the other copy I did the best I could give you the close-up look inside the slab. As you can see, both books are gorgeously sharp, beautiful, not even a spine tick or any kind of corner rubs or anything like that, right? So after I did the live unboxing, I've thought about it. This is a few hours later. I figured it's a good time to do a comic CPR video to elaborate on what happened. You know, if you follow my channel and see me do many CGC unboxing over the past 2 years, I'm not right all the time. There are a few occasions where the book came back lower grade than I expected. Okay, and have you seen me CPR any of those books? Just one, right? Another Nova book. For some reason, that seemed to be the recurring theme. But for the most part, you know, when I'm giving estimate to myself before I submit the book, sometimes it is spot on. I see a book, I said to myself, that's going to be an 8.5, and it came back an 8.5. Sometimes I predict the grade to be maybe 9 with a 50-50 chance of 9.2, and if it come back a 9, I'm okay with that. Okay, so there's plenty of occasion where I'm off by 1 grade. Plenty. Sometimes I'm off 1 grade lower, sometimes I'm off 1 grade higher. Not a big deal. Okay, and I don't get all emotional about it. I don't think the CGC is right, I'm wrong, or I'm right and CGC was wrong. It happens. Okay, I understand grading enough to know that I can make a mistake, but at the same time, CGC can make a mistake as well. But what I want people to take away from what just happened today is that there are times where I will feel very confident about my grading estimate. Okay, and this is one of those occasions where when I got the grade 9.6 and read the limited amount of grader I said note, not notes. I said, hell no. I'm not sure what they saw to give both books a 9.6, but heck no. Heck no. And it could be many things. It could be, one other thing that I brought up in a few other conversations is that it could be new graders. You know, a lot of new graders start out in modern area. And new graders tend to be very tough on non-modern books, you know, because they're just so used to see modern razor sharp book that the moment something is less than perfection, it's like it's not 9.8, even though it can be 9.8. So there's a lot of factors. Nobody know. Okay, we can all speculate on what happened, but I don't have the 3 graders here to discuss, so I can only speculate. But there's many factors that can play into why that book only get a 9.6. But now your question is, then why did I resubmit the book to CGC and use CBCS instead, even though I strongly believe that these 2 books are 9.8? If my hunch is right, that these books are graded by newer graders, what's the chance that the same graders will grade the book again if I submit the book right away? And they will give the book 9.6 again. Think about it. Think about the reasoning behind why I did what I did. So I'm facing with the scenario when I got the book back, I feel very strongly that it is going to be 9.8. It should be 9.8. Yet, if I resubmit the book, there's a chance that I will have to deal with the same three graders that gave these two books a 9.6 the first time around, because that's what they saw, even though I disagree. So at the same time, I have been following what's going on with CBCS for the past few weeks. So I said to myself, why not? They're supposed to be very fast. The turnaround time is supposed to be super fast. So if I'm to want to know the answer, why not give CBCS a chance and see what, at the end of the day, yes, the book will sell for 10% less or whatever it is than the CGC counterpart, but I was just curious. I have so little in the book that the cost of reslabbing is not a big deal. There's plenty of profit left in the two books, so that was not a big deal. So that came into my reasoning why I resubmit the books but use CBCS instead of CGC. This is the very first time that I did this. Okay, I have done cracking CBCS, resubmit to CGC before, but this is the very first time that I crack a CGC and resubmit to CBCS. So it doesn't change my view of either company. Okay, as I mentioned in the live chat, I have zero loyalty to either company. I use a service that I think is best to give me the most bang for my bucks. No if, no buts about it. And I hope people take away from this video, particularly that I don't want people to mistake that, if you get a book that is a 9.6 and you thought it's 9.8, something it's automatic that CGC or CBCS is wrong. If you get a lower grade than you expected, there's a couple things that you need to check before you do a CPR. A, did you estimate correctly? Okay, this is something that I harp on so many times. Unless you are extremely confident in your grading, do not assume that you are right and CBCS or CGC is wrong. They can be wrong. Okay, I'm not saying that they can't be wrong, but make sure that you check off the box that say that I know how to grade. Oh, I see this all the time. I see, hey, if you watch enough YouTube video, you see many people get lower grade than they expected, and a lot of time they think they are right and CGC is too tough or CBCS is too rigid or whatever. It's always somebody else's fault to blame for the grade lower than people expect, right? It's common, more common than not. So, I just want people to, focus more on grading estimate before you submit the book. Okay, and don't be so quick to jump to the conclusion that, hey, I thought this book is 9.8. It came back as a 9.6. So I'm gonna send it to a presser, pay somebody to clean and press and resubmit and get a 9.8. Don't be too quick to waste your money. I see this too often. I hear this too often. Don't do that, please. I go through a lengthy process to examine a book to see whether it is worth CPR. Okay, it's not a flippant decision. It's not a knee-jerk reaction. It is a thoughtful decision making on my part. So, I want people to take away from what happened today in this video is that, it was not a rash decision. It was something that I was very confident in what I'm doing. And so it's not a waste of money. It's nothing worse than making a rash decision and waste your money on slabbing, reslabbing, and then paying somebody to press the book and all that stuff. There's a lot of waste going around, okay? I'm in this hobby for fun. I am in this hobby to make money, definitely not to waste money. Thanks for watching. Bye bye.